Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. Now, I was going to do a Lufenia run, but ran out of space midway through, which corrupted that whole file, so whatever. But instead, I think I'm going to do just an old Chaos I like to go back to every once in a while. This is the Chaos for Fran's Lost Chapter. For some reason, I just like doing this one, just going back with new characters and testing them out. And this is mostly just kind of have a backdrop for talking during what's pretty much going to be a New Year's video. I know not many people actually watch through my stuff. Not even that far usually, but I do appreciate the few that do give my stuff a watch. And I just want to wish everyone a happy new year. 2020 has not been the best year, not by a long shot, but uh, some people even watch my stuff during the year, which does make me happy. Fireworks going off there. I do really appreciate anyone who does even click on my video, and however long you watch through. I really appreciate. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna really take off on YouTube or anything, and basically, I mostly do these for myself at this point because it just gives me a bit of time to be able to share something I really enjoy. And I guess whether people watch or not, it's just kind of cathartic, I guess. This is a game I really didn't start too big on. There goes his buffs. Like, I started this when it first came out into global. I had a code from NT, which got me that one sword for Cloud. I didn't immediately like super pick up on the game. I was kind of mixed on it for a little bit, but I took like a month break early on, so I missed a few characters at that point. But when I came back to this, I just got hooked. I've been playing this pretty much every single day since then. I think I didn't really start paying any attention to what I was doing until a little bit after Celis's EX released, which is a shame. It took me like a year and a half or more to actually get her EX. So that's kind of crazy. But it's been quite a journey. I went from not really even being able to clear any of the content in the game really to regularly doing Chaos and Lufenia content now. I'm not a huge like end game player type a lot of the time. I tend to mostly enjoy just casually playing through things. So, like, doing this high end content when it comes out is really a big thing for me. I tend to have a lot of trouble doing high-end content in a lot of games, and it stresses me out a good bit, but I managed to have fun with it here. And the fact that I've had people actually watch through any of the crap I put out just makes me really happy. It's This is a really fun game. I just kind of randomly talking about crap here, I guess. But it's been a fun few years. Next month we're going to be getting another global first limited weapon. That's going to be exciting. We got a bunch of cool things coming up in the game. It's like the game has its problems, but it's probably one of the most generous gachas around, to be quite honest. And I'm happy it's still going, and I'm able to throw money into it, because I do think this game is really worth a little bit of money after all this time, don't you? And maybe I'll try to do better on here, have better intros, actually make some kind of an attempt to put out better content. Just to say, I'm not going to be doing his burst here because it's a copyright trap, apparently. Out of all the music in the game, Clouds gets claimed a lot for whatever reason. But yeah, I really do appreciate anyone who gives any of my content a watch. It's I know it's not really all that great. Most of my stuff outside my pool videos doesn't really get much, if any, views, because I tend to just go in with synergy or strong characters, because I'm not gonna pretend I'm a good player. I'm just a dude who enjoys this game a bit. And has a hard time talking, apparently. And I love using Freya. I wish I could use her in more Lufenia content, but she is being kind of held back at this point. The power creep is really setting in for her. And there are a lot more powerful units to use for that kind of difficulty at this point. Unfortunately, she does not have a limited weapon in the JP version either, which holds her back a fair bit. But she still is one of my favorite characters to use, and I try to use her in as much content as I can. It's not something you can really see much of in my content I put out because, again, I'm not a great player, but I try to squeeze her in as much as I can. She's got a fairly simple kit, to be quite honest. She doesn't really have too much complicated mechanics, but I just love how her stuff looks. I really like her as a character in Final Fantasy IX. I just kind of find her appealing as a character, so she's fun to use for me. Along with Setzer here, he just got a big upgrade in Japan. He's got some really silly mechanics now there, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not really a huge fan of Setzer in the base Final Fantasy VI, oddly enough. Not because he's a bad character, it's just he just doesn't work for me, I guess. But in Upper Omnia here, something just clicks for me here with him, and I've really enjoyed using him here. I got him purpled as soon as I could, and he's another character I tend to use a lot. Not a huge amount in higher level content, but I do try to stick him in Chaos playthroughs when I can. And I don't really know what it is about him that I like so much of. Just one of those weird things, I guess. I really like that Cloud God Blade Beam. I think it's a really cool attack. Probably one of my favorite attacks for him in the remake. It's mostly just because it's cool looking. If I'm lucky, Freya will finish this off. Nice. I know that's not a very interesting run, and two of these characters are characters that were upgraded past this, so it's probably not super interested, but it's just something I wanted to do to have fun. Look at all those breaks. And I just, again, want to say I appreciate anyone who actually does watch through my honestly poor content. A lot of this is just for myself, kind of. I don't expect I'm really gonna grow too big, but knowing that there are any people who do tune tune into these things just to watch through. Does make me happy, honestly. I wish everyone a happy new year. 2020's been kind of crap, but hopefully we can push towards a better future. Everyone can walk forward and everyone can improve, and hopefully so can the year itself. Uh, if anyone's actually watched this far, Happy New Year, and I hope I can put out content for this next year that hopefully you can enjoy. See you, everyone.